You're not failing because you lack discipline. You're failing because a part of you doesn't feel comfortable succeeding. This isn't a discipline issue. It's a deep-seated subconscious wound. In this video, you'll uncover how your childhood programming, emotional guilt, and the unconscious mind are sabotaging your trading, and how to take your power back. I want you to comment below your biggest trading psychology challenge. I want to offer you some help. There's a hidden self in the subconscious mind that is driving a lot of your reactions in your trading. Think of it like the Russian doll, where you have this big Russian lady at the front, and then you start to unpack it and it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until you get to the smallest of the Russian dolls. It's no different with the human psyche. Very early on, usually in childhood, there is a strong pain, a deep pain, a shame, a guilt, or a loss that is logged in the subconscious mind. And then as you grow up and as you grow older, we get very good as human beings of covering that up and putting a mask on, putting a facade on, and we put a pride facade on, and we make ourselves look good and we make ourselves look nice. But there's still that deep-seated wound sitting there in childhood, that little doll at the end of that. And when we trade and when we have win and loss, what's actually happening is that deep-seated wound is being resurfaced. And although the facade may look good now, we're still being run by that deep-seated wound. So at the moment of the deep pain, the shame, the guilt, the loss, which usually happens earlier in your life, we disassociate into a state of pride. We want to avoid the pain of that. And as a result, we disassociate from the pain and go into a self-righteous state of pride. The disassociation from the guilt, the shame, the resentment, the loss, is a protection mechanism. It's a facade that we put up to protect ourselves. This can happen in childhood, it can happen in early adulthood, this can even happen later in your life in adulthood as well. And every individual gets very good at putting a mask on, a pride mask, a facade, a protection. The pride mask becomes our very own biggest constraint as human beings, as traders. And it's the very thing that undermines our growth and development. You see, every loss we take as a trader, every so-called error, every failed funded challenge, every blown account, all these things challenge the pride facade. That pride mask we put on, saying that we have to be a winner, we can't be a loser. We have to be positive, we can't be negative. We have to be up, we can't be down. We have to be happy, we can't be sad. We have to be supported, we can't be challenged. Every loss, every trading error, every funded, blown funded account, every failed funded challenge, these all challenge your pride facade, and we don't like that. We react. It makes us think we're self-sabotaging. It makes us question everything. It makes us think there's something fundamentally wrong with us as traders. So this defense mechanism, this pride mask we put on to protect ourselves from deep pains, from shames, from guilt, is the very thing that constrains us. It's the very thing that stops us on our journey to becoming consistently profitable traders. Every loss, every blown funded account, every trading error, so-called error, it challenges our pride mask. It makes us think there's something wrong with us instead of acknowledging the two-sided perfection that makes us human beings. What happens is we beat ourselves up for our losses and our errors, instead of finding the perfection of why we're given those challenges in the first place as traders. The truth is, we're human beings. We have two sides to us. We've got nice, mean, happy, sad, up, down, positive, negative, winner, loser. And it's wise as traders to own and love both sides of yourself. Otherwise, those are going to be buttons that we're run by every time we take a loss or make a trading error. We now think there's something wrong with us. We're self-sabotaging. We think we need to be fixed. No, we're just human beings. This one-sided perfection, so-called perfection, doesn't exist except in a narrow mind. It's only in a narrow mind that we think we can get a one-sided individual, an individual that's always winning, always profitable, always up, always supportive, always proud, always happy. We create this delusion, this fantasy in our narrow minds, thinking we can get that based on societal, moral, human-made, hypocritical rules, but there's no evidence of that in society. The evidence is that if we support someone's values, they're going to be nice. They're going to be up. They're going to be happy. If we challenge their values, they're going to be mean. They're going to be down. They're going to be disappointed. So human beings are two-sided depending on whether they have their values supported and challenged. And both sides are necessary, otherwise we wouldn't have both sides. Yet as human beings, we impose this fantasy, these human rules, hypocritical human rules, these moral hypocrisies on ourselves, saying we should be one-sided, positive without negative, And then when we take an inevitable loss as a trader, or make an inevitable error, or blow an inevitable funded account based on a probability model, we then think there's something wrong with us. We're not perfect. There's something, I'm self-sabotaging. There's something wrong with me. No, that's part of the perfection. You see, the challenge and the loss and the blown accounts, these spawn creativity and growth. They make us dig deep. They open our mind. They make us more teachable and open. They make us realize, you know what, we don't know everything. There are things out there that we don't know. Hence, I'm going to be more open and teachable. I'm going to study more. I'm going to put better processes in place. I'm going to put better risk management in place. Now be attentive to the risks in the market and raise the value and the priority on having proven processes and a proven trading plan, a mechanical trading plan. So the loss, the challenge, it makes us more independent. It helps us spawn creativity and it helps us grow. Whereas the positive, the winning, the support, the gain, it makes us dependent. It stunts our growth. It makes us lazy. It makes us complacent. It makes us think we know it all. But when you embrace both sides, you grow maximally. When you're finally willing to acknowledge and let in this side and recognize that as a human being, you're going to have errors. You're going to have loss. You're going to blow a funded account. You're going to have challenging circumstances in your trading. Instead of trying to avoid that and suppress that and get away from that, acknowledge that and use that to your advantage and ask, how is me going through this loss or this challenge or this blown account, how does it actually help me become a consistently profitable trader? What's the benefit of going through that experience and using that inevitable part of the game to your advantage? And when you see the perfection of that, and when you see the benefit of going through that, you recognize that as a human being, you have two sides. It's the perfection of being a human being. The more attached and addicted you get to this, the more painful this becomes. Whereas if you acknowledge that this and this will come together to help you grow maximally, then there's no issues. You now have realistic expectations in yourself, on the market, on the trading journey. Whenever these inevitably come through, use them to your advantage. Whenever these inevitably come through, you don't get elated or puffed up by them, but you stay more process-based, you stay more grounded, and that's what allows you to, over time, have consistent profitability. Because you're not stuck seeking after this, getting smacked by this, in a state of suffering and revolution as a trader, because you're seeking after the unattainable, trying to avoid the unavoidable, but you've embraced both the positive and negative in pursuit of your trading plan, in pursuit of your processes. It's the traders who are most addicted to winning all the time and having money now and being desperate for that, that have the most painful trading journeys, because they're not willing to embrace both sides of the trading journey. They're seeking after the unattainable, trying to avoid the unavoidable. It's the traders who embrace the loss, the challenge, and ask themselves, how is this a benefit to me? How does this serve me? And they can see that losses make them more open. It makes them more teachable. It reminds them of the risks in the market. It raises the value of their trading plan and their trading processes. It keeps them humble. It keeps them listening. It keeps them learning. The traders who use this to their advantage are the ones who ultimately have consistent profitability. The ones that are constantly trying to escape this are the ones who consistently attract that into their trading, painfully. I heard this great quote that summarizes this lesson very nicely. Peter Crone said that if it's not life-threatening, then it's only ego-threatening, pride-threatening. It's only threatening that part of ourselves that we're trying to protect. Think of the Russian doll. And that's a gift, because there's freedom on the other side. If every time you take a loss, you understand, what is this bringing up for me? What does this represent? And you can find the part of yourself that you're trying to protect. On the other side of working through that, you have freedom, because that pride, that thing you're trying to protect, is your greatest constraint. So you constantly want to be asking yourself quality questions when you're trading to build self-awareness, to help you learn about yourself. Again, the market's a mirror. It's only going to project back into your own insecurities, your own deep-seated constraints. And that's a gift from the market if you interpret it wisely and use it to your advantage to understand yourself on a deeper level. Most people don't see it as a gift. Most people get angry at the markets. Most people get angry at themselves because they have unrealistic expectations, as opposed to acknowledging that and using that as a gift to figure out how you're constraining yourself. And on the other side of that is freedom. So you want to be asking yourself, why does this trading loss sting so bad? What's it bringing up for me? And why does this trading win feel so good? What's it bringing up for me? If you understand why you're being emotionally run by the market, your emotional triggers are the pathway to your constraints, and working through those is the way you get to consistent profitability. And really, it's the traders who are addicted to getting their pride and their ego elevated and addicted to winning each individual trade so they can feel good, so they can feel validated, so they can have that part of themselves validated, their ego, their pride. It's those traders who have the most painful losses, and it's those traders who can't stick to their trading plan. It's only those traders who go into each trade not attached to an outcome because they're not wanting anything from the market, but those traders who consistently stick to their trading plan who have consistent profitability. And I expand more on this principle and this idea in this 15-minute video, helping you bulletproof your trading mindset. So if you're interested in learning more and getting a proven tool that thousands of traders are using all around the world, make sure you click on this video and give it a watch.